I finally hit 100K followers on Facebook. So for that, I'm gonna hang all this for you and give you the best tips and tricks to how I hang something like this, okay? Let's do it. So first thing I do right here is I'm gonna measure everything. I'm gonna write every measurement that I've measured down, so I don't gotta keep coming back and measure and cut and measure and cut. So I'm gonna measure everything right now. Look, I got a big gap in that piece over there, so I'm gonna allow me to be able to slide that piece behind me. 1655, and we got 1975. Write it down. 2700. All right, 2700. The bottom piece is 2690 because I'm gonna slide over there. When you're doing a double external or any external, you don't want to put your tape on the plasterboard like here. All right, what you want to do is you want to go on to the timber, to the end of the timber. You don't want to go past the plaster. We got 1780. Write that down. Here we got 2590. This is all tight measurements. I'm gonna pretend like I've already hung this wall because this is gonna be my last piece, okay? And I've added on that 10 mil, the thickness of my plasterboard, which is 10 mil. And I'm gonna take that 10 mil off, but I'm also gonna take 2 millimeters off of my full tight measurement so that it actually fits. So I'm gonna get my axe hammer like this. So after doing it, I can hook my tape on just like that. Look, we got 3780. All I did there was take off 12 millimeters, okay? I'm gonna write down every measurement I've just done. Because it's only one piece at 2590, I'm putting on a next so that I don't cut two of 2590 and waste my board. Now, because we're here, I'm gonna get the measurement of this bulkhead right here, straight up. 300 should be the same up there. 300 times 2315. That's how I write it down. Cool. Now we gotta cut all these pieces, right? 2690. Now I don't want to cut myself. Knife is very dangerous, even though it's blunt right now. So to be safe, I'm gonna change the blade and put on the sharper side of the blade, or change the blade completely so it's safer for me to use. So I'm gonna go down. Put pressure on my T-square and come up, okay? See my T-square up there, and I'm gonna just snap it, right? I'm gonna cut that. Look, that's cool. That I'm happy there. I'm gonna get 2 blocks that I need because I gotta lift my plaster up off the ground. There's gonna be a big gap. Be aware to all my American people. I know you like to criticize my gap, but I'm actually gonna put crown molding at the top. So by the time I'm finished, you're not gonna see that gap. So don't stress about it. So I'm gonna start on the bottom and finish on the top, okay? That's dangerous, okay? That's dangerous. I almost cut my finger. That's cool. Now I'm gonna glue it. Australian standards says that we gotta glue every wall, okay? And what I'm doing here is I'm gonna go every 200, right? Roughly 250, around that, okay? If I see a pocket like that, I'm gonna push that back like that, and I'm gonna put another dub on top of it, okay? Just because it's very loose. Put a little bit of glue on the middle, just so it holds. Grab the pistol. Use your waist. Push all the way back there, as tight as you can, and that's it. The screws are going a little bit too deep, okay? So I'm gonna adjust that there. So, now I'm gonna get rid of my block, otherwise it'll be too hard to get rid of them later on. So I'm gonna get this piece on just because I'm here right now. Because I got my measurements over there, just go and cut it. Just like that. I'm gonna glue that one there too. Different wall, different piece. It doesn't really affect the room if I do this one and I do that one because it's not connected to the room. I wouldn't do this if it was a square room. I mean, the piece is a little bit short. I can make a little bit longer, but the external bead will be able to cover that, so it should be all right. I went a little bit too high with my glue. Now I'm gonna go bring my 1350s. These were 1200 plasterboard, and I'm gonna cut all my length and bring them in here, and we'll go from there. Buddy, I'm back. I've got my pieces cut to my length. Now all I gotta do for me is cut my measurements, and we're straight. Take off 5 millimeters, so 1120. One more thing, the ceiling height isn't exactly what it should be, so I've had to actually trim back my plasterboard. That's 1320. So I gotta take off 30 mil on my plaster here. So my measurements were, what we got, 1655, 1975. You always measure from where you've hung, okay? Before I snap that, I'm gonna get my 1200 T-square, and I'm gonna trace this cut right here. I'll show you a little tip. It's very hard for me to cut that, you know, for it to actually snap. So what you do is come a little bit closer. This is the piece that I want to look nice. This little off cut here doesn't have to look good. It's rubbish. I'm gonna go on an angle like this. I'm gonna do the same thing here. By doing that, it means if I go to cut it again, I should easily be able to go through it like that. And that's what you do if you don't have a saw, okay? Cool. Obviously, you cut the bottom so you can snap it, and you cut that off. Cool. All right, man. Okay. Quickly screw it. You want to take off that 30 mil again? I made this one a little bit longer. Obviously, you screw the rest. But look, I'm gonna do this one too. Because I got my cutting tool, right? I don't need to cut and measure that. And because I want it to fit, I'm gonna cut that part up. Okay, that's it. But what you would do in this case, if you don't have the tool that I have, you would measure your distance from there, which was 25.90, and you get your height at the bottom of that bulkhead, and you go mark it and saw it and cut it. But I'm not gonna do it because I have a cutting tool that does all that for me. You gotta use your knees when you lift up plasterboard. A little bit heavy, but I think I got it. Get a hand if you can. That was too heavy. I think I broke my back. So just wear a mask for your safety. This part is very, very, very easy. But you want to start with the top piece. 1185. 300 by 1185. 1185. Always put the top piece on so you can butt your bottom piece onto it. That's pretty good there. Make sure the distance is even and then finish it off. Now look, we just done it though. Have a look. That's what it was. Come on. Kazi. That's how I'd hang something like that. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, not a big deal. I felt like that was too easy. I didn't do too much explaining, but maybe next time I might do something more challenging than that. I actually feel very bad about this video. So I might do a video tomorrow where I put an external on and I'll do it for you. I might just make it look a little bit better than that. That was too easy, okay? But that's how you do it, man. I appreciate everybody who follows, comments, shares. I appreciate you guys, man, because you make me do what I do and I love it, so it's cool. So listen guys, that's all right there. And look, there you have it, my G. Make sure you follow, and adios and peace out, bro. Respect. Cool.